I'll now recognize myself for some questions. Mr. Black, I want you to be a little more specific. I know it's hard for you to do because you were very blunt and candid and specific. Is U.S. money going to pay prisoners in Israeli jails that we would consider terrorists?
The answer is yes. It's illegal. Our government at the highest level knows it's illegal. Every hour of every day that this money continues to go to the PA, you risk the chance that another bus of more Americans will be blown up, and they will receive an official salary from the PA. The PA is continually in debt, and it relies upon donor countries for this money. Now, when you ask the PA, are you going to stop using our money to pay these terrorist salaries, they have a term for this, and the term is called donor filth. It's all over the media. It's all over the newspaper. It is all over the newspapers. It's in public remarks, and approximately 40% of the entire PA budget comes from donor countries, and much of the rest comes from remittances. There is no question that this country is supporting terrorism, not because somebody is publishing a website, but because somebody committed a specific act of terrorism and was paid on a sliding scale for the number of people that he killed. You're doing this now.
I'm going to ask some more questions. Try to be a little shorter, if you can. Briefer, I guess, is the answer. Okay. A little more specific. You know, I was a former judge, and people went to prison because they should have gone. But the idea that we pay people to go to prison, and the more serious the crime against society, they get more money, that is ludicrous. It'd be ludicrous in this country, but now we're paying people overseas. The prisoners that are in these Palestinian jails, have they committed crimes against American citizens that are directly or indirectly receiving money from American taxpayers?
Short answer, absolutely yes.
How many people are in Israeli jails?
Under this law, which only covers terrorists and does not cover shoplifters or burglars or any other types of prisoners that are not national security offenses. It's about 4,000. You said about 4,500. That would cover everybody. It's about 4,000. And none of them think they're going to serve the sentence that they're given, 5, 10, 20 years, because they all believe they're going to get out in the next prisoner swap or the next prisoner swap to discuss the next prisoner swap.
All right, there was a prisoner swap in October where 1,000 or so got out of Israeli jails. How many of those were terrorists?
They were all terrorists.
Okay, thank you. Are any of those people that are in Israeli jails? You know, terrorist means different things to different folks, but are they members of foreign terrorist organizations like Hamas?
Many are not. Many are individual Palestinians who have been impoverished by their own lack of enterprise in the Palestinian Authority and who see American and EU tax money as a way to become wealthy in their own land. And they're just individualized and incentivized by taxpayer money.
Dr. Pollack, Mr. Black testified earlier that some of these prisoners are getting up to $10,000 a month. So what is, you know, these, as we now understand, these are killers who've killed somebody. The worse, more serious the crime, the more you get from the Palestinian Authority. So what is a Palestinian that's not a criminal making out there a month? In somewhere in Israel, just the average salary, monthly salary, they getting $10,000 a month?
No, sir.
What are they making? Do you know?
The per capita income in the West Bank which is under Palestinian Authority rule, is estimated right now to be approximately $4,000
a month.
No,
a year.
A year. Yeah.
So you get $4,000 a year
per capita.
Per capita.
Right. Right. So clearly this
Crime pays.
The-
Pays very well. The more serious you commit the crime against Israelis, Americans, Western Europeans, whoever, the more they're paid.
Yes,
And they can give this, understand, Mr. Black, they control, the prisoner controls where the money goes. They can give it back to a terrorist organization. They give it to their mother-in-law, their girlfriend.
That's right. It's a POA, and the POA changes anytime they want it to change. And when I was in the British Parliament a couple of weeks ago, one of the parliamentarians said this is welfare to the families. It's not welfare to the families. It can go to anyone the guy designates, including his own terror cell.
Two quick questions. Explain what the prisoners club is, and explain what happens when these terrorists that are getting money to go to prison to kill people get out. What happens when they get out? Quickly, briefly.
When they get out, they get a pension, and the pension, this is money for life. So while we don't have any money here to pay our own pensions, they're getting the pension, and the prisoners club.
Because they went to prison as a terrorist act, they're getting a pension.
That's
because they're
right.
part of the government now.
And the prisoners club advocates to make sure they get more money, more benefits, more bonuses, more prioritization, and job training.
Thank you. I'll yield to the ranking member from California, Mr. Sherman.
Thank you.